Okay, one question we do get quite often with carbon vessels or any carbon filters for that matter is how do I know when to replace it? Now, the World Health Organization recommends 6 months on any carbon filters because of the growth of organisms on the carbon itself. Now, that may change depending on the water, especially if you are dealing with a water with a very high chlorine rate. It's less likely to get more bacteria in the water because you have such a high chlorine level. So it's always going to depend on your situation, your flow rate, and how much water is going through these units. One of the easiest ways to know if your carbon is becoming exhausted is that you start picking up more chlorine coming through. The best way to test this, to confirm this, is to check your chlorine level before the unit and check your chlorine after every couple of months. If you find that the chlorine is going up on your source water and is going up on your outlet, it might be a case of your flow rate is too high and the water is not having enough contact time with the carbon to actually remove all the chlorine. But if your incoming source chlorine stays the same, but it's increasing on the outlet side, it might mean that the carbon's becoming exhausted and it is time to replace it. Another indicator is organism growth on the carbon. Now, this is a difficult one because this requires physically getting into the vessel and actually feeling the carbon inside. If the carbon just feels wet, it's still fine. If the carbon, however, is starting to feel a bit slimy, it means that organisms are starting to grow on the carbon, and then it's a good time to replace it.